Come join us in a new episode of We Go Chew with all the Chiva action in both leagues and the Summers Cup. You ready? Let's go. Good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. Latino America and all the Chiva hermanos around the globe. All you mothers and Mr. Chiva brothers and sisters. Welcome to We Go Chew Live. We're live coming at you directly from La Perla Tapatía, home to the most glorious of teams, el Club Deportivo Guadalajara. Welcome everyone to We Go Chew Live. Gaby, ¿cómo estás?
Hi, Robert. Hi, everybody. It's been a minute, but we're back. We Go to Life is back. And hey, we're going to talk about everything you need to know and what's coming up for Leagues Cup and Summer Cup because Chivas and Chivas Femenil are on tour. They are currently in the USA. Well, Chivas Femenil is flying into the USA right now, but we're going to talk about that and a lot more. Thank you, everybody that's already joining the chat and starting the Chivas conversation. Alfredo, how are you, my friend?
Hi, Gabi. Hi, Robert. Hi, Chiva hermanos. Pretty happy to be here. Pretty excited to be here to discuss everything regarding the Leagues Cup, the Summer Cups, or both cups taking place in the United States. The guys just traveled from San Francisco to LA. The girls just traveled from Chicago to New York. So we have everything regarding that. And hello to everyone on the comment section. I would like to invite everyone also to join us on WhatsApp on the We Go Chew on the Chivas WhatsApp to join us on the chat and to send your questions. We also have Estadio Akron was on birthday this week, actually yesterday. So we have some content regarding that. Please stay with us to enjoy everything regarding the Chivaverse and to stay here so to know what our guys need in order to advance in the Leagues Cup as well. We have that logistic, and also we will be discussing a little bit because there's activity on our group tonight. San Jose against Galaxy, a match that is in our group of Leagues Cup. So plenty of Chiva action today.
And don't forget, because that's going to affect us directly. Who do we want to win? Who do we want to win there?
Let's see. We
I know you don't want to say San Jose, Gabi.
I don't want to say San Jose, even though
because you're a San
I don't
Jose
like
fan.
them anymore.
No, we want Galaxy.
Just
I don't know. That would be crazy, right? If it was a three-way tie. I mean, if they tied, it would be great.
No, but if San Jose wins, they could be unreachable.
That's right.
They're going to be at the top of the group, yeah, and it's going to be.
Oh yeah, we're rooting for Galaxy then.
Okay.
Yeah,
we're totally rooting for.
I'll do it.
Now, with that win in penalty kicks against Chivas, they are currently with 2 points. So, they have. We should be rooting for Galaxy today, right? Because if San Jose wins, they're going to be in the top of the group, and it's going to be disaster. So
Disastrous. Chivas always on top.
Of course. But Chivas, I think, we have time to talk about. I always want to jump ahead. Before we begin, though, before we talk about who our favorite player of the week is, we need to tell everybody out there that this is a canal de Chiva hermanos para Chiva hermanos around the planet. That means that we're using the most spoken language. Well, I don't know if it would be Mandarin, right? I might be wrong there, but the one that most people have access to. So don't forget in the chat section to participate in Spanish, in Chinese, in English, whatever you want. Come join us. We are here for you, my friends, okay? And we love it when you guys come and participate. And if you're really, really, really feeling kind of courageous, you can come and talk to us live. And that would be really special for all of us. So, ya saben cuál es el momento. The time has come. Everybody, we need a drum roll. We have to have our Chiva drum roll. I'm sorry if I hit this table, it might fall to pieces. One day
MVP
we're gonna get
of the
one.
week.
Who is our MVP of the week?
Who is it?
It's not
Who is
Blanca Curtis.
It's not
Could be
Blanca,
Blanca,
but
right?
close.
Could be Blanca.
Curtis is a Blanca believer.
Could be Estadio Akron as well, but it's not.
Well, no, because we don't believe in entities.
It's gonna be a person, right?
It has to be a person. Everybody
Right.
has to be
Physical
sure
person.
who's the one that brought back the victory for us last week in the Summers Cup. That's a big tip.
In Chicago.
Oh,
In Chicago, man.
she scored a
In
header.
Chicago. Yeah, it would have been. It would have been a palomita, but not really.
Not really, right?
But not really. But who was it? Of course, Gaby Valenzuela. And you know what? It
Nice.
wasn't only for the goal, because she was really burning it. They were really trying. I don't know if you guys had a chance to see the match. I was fortunate enough to have nothing to do. I'm on vacation right now. So I had the afternoon off, and it was a different Chivas than the first game. Okay. We'll talk a little bit more about Chivas Femenil. But Gabi on the left side, man, she just was unstoppable. And they kept trying. And that media, she was going to. Do we have the goal? Do we have the shot that we could take a look at it? I think she was going to go for the palomita.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but then she decided maybe I'm just going to knock it in with my head. It was pretty good, man. It was really, really good. And
Yeah,
yes, Pio Alvarado, as other people are saying, there are other MVPs. Okay.
Right. No, yeah, Alvarado scored an important goal the other day to keep us alive. Yeah.
Yeah. But Gabi was and the team in general did much better. What do you guys think? Well, how did you see them? Gabi, how did you see the team?
Well, it was a very important win, first of all, because remember on the first match of Summer Cup against Washington Spirit, we came down to 1 with a magnificent goal from Licha Cervantes, and we were like this close of tying that game. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. So it was essential to win in Chicago, to be aspiring to do something more at Summer Cup, this first international official tournament for our Chingonas, and I think they did pretty well. I think in the first match, a lot of traveling, a lot of things were involved, and maybe nerves. Like it's the first time they've been away from home for an official tournament. So you could see that in the first game, even though at the end of the match they were super close of getting the tie and getting that point back. But on this game, it was better. I mean, it was just one goal in our favor, but I mean, needless to say, it was enough. And I think they did a pretty good job. And again, it was a very important win, because if you are aware in a way of the National Women's Soccer League, you know that Gotham FC, which is the next team we're facing next Friday, are the current champions of the league. They're in very good position inside their league. So that, for me, is the toughest match of this group stage. So it was super important that we snatched that win against Chicago, so we could fly to New Jersey with good spirits and with a better face going forward.
Definitely, I agree with you completely. And Gabi was perfect. I think, like you said, it was important that we get the score, but also Chivas again leaving a mark. And why am I saying this? They were the first team, Mexican team, to get a win, okay, in the Summer Cup against a team from the National Women's Soccer League. So that brings a little bit. If anybody knows me, man, I love Chivas, but something about Chivas Femenil, it's something special, man. And I really, really always hope that we invest more time and that these companies invest a little bit more money in promoting this, because these are the examples for our young ladies of the future. Yeah. So, hey, man, I want to see a winner. And if I have granddaughters, I want to see them have really good examples, and
Mm-hmm.
Gabi is a great example. Look at her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Look at her,
totally.
man. I mean, she's good on and off the field. I've never heard anything nasty about her. She's always smiling. She has a great attitude towards work, She never gives up. That's a great example for any young woman or any young person in general, not to put, female or male on it. That's a great example that more and more young Mexicans should aspire for.
Yeah.
So, mi Gabi, you're our MVP in more ways than one, my friend. Muchas gracias for representing us so well.
She's got great team spirit, She's always happy when her teammates score. It's like if she will have the one been the one who scored. So I've always depicted that from her. Great job.
Great job, and she deserves it. But it's not the first time she's been our MVP, is it?
No.
No.
She's been there before, right?
Yeah, she's been there before.
Gabi. Hopefully, we can get her to come in an interview. We will translate. Producción. We need people to talk to. Yeah, that would be a blast, man. Have some Chivas Femenil players on. I'd love it. So, the moment you've all been waiting for, and some people dreading, we're going to talk about our Chivas Varonil. Tenemos sentimientos encontrados. That means we have a black and a white, gray areas around there that we're going to talk about. But let's start thinking about what it is that's going to be happening there. Okay? Chivas did well, in my opinion. I saw that. Ya vi las caras. In my opinion, first half, we gave it away. Yeah. I guess because of diarrhea. Yeah. that was the thing, right? That was the message. So, and it's true. I mean, if you're not feeling well physically, how can you be on the pitch? Right? Before we begin talking about them, though, let's talk about this viaje, this magical trip that our Chivas Varonil did to La La Land.
Oh, yeah. We got
Con muchísimo gusto desde Los Ángeles. Así es, Nación Rojiblanca, ya estamos al sur del estado de California, día de viaje para nuestro rebaño sagrado que comenzó con la actividad este lunes muy temprano por la mañana. Primero fuimos a las instalaciones del PayPal Park, ahí con los Quakes, donde el equipo entrenó en una de las canchas alternas. Posteriormente regresamos al hotel de concentración y después de la comida nos fuimos al aeropuerto a tomar un vuelo charter que nos trajo hasta Los Ángeles, donde el equipo ya se encuentra pues listo para encarar lo que será toda esta semana de preparación previo a enfrentar al Galaxy en la jornada número 3 de su grupo en Leagues Cup. ¿Qué hará Guadalajara todos estos días en Los Ángeles? Pues bien, tiene preparado entrenar todos los días por la mañana en una de las canchas alternas al Dignity Health Sports Park. Ya lo saben, un complejo muy grande con muchas canchas que tiene ahí el estadio que lleva el mismo nombre y donde justamente se va a disputar este partido contra el equipo angelino.
Va a ser una semana pues larga porque jugamos hasta el domingo, ya buscando darle vuelta a la página de lo que fue el partido pasado. Obviamente trabajar y mejorar los errores que pudimos tener contra San José para el domingo hacer un mejor partido y obviamente buscar ganar, que es lo que necesitamos. Somos un grupo donde todos suman, todos son importantes y el estar juntos y unidos, apoyar al que le toca entrar de inicio y al que le toca entrar de cambio es bastante importante y obviamente queremos que el grupo esté tranquilo y que todos se sientan también parte del grupo y seguir sumando todos. Como te digo, el domingo va a ser un partido muy duro donde tenemos que dejar todo y salir a buscar el triunfo.
Y recordando un poquito de qué es lo que tiene que suceder para que el Guadalajara mantenga vivas sus chances de avanzar, pues número 1, tiene que derrotar a Los Ángeles Galaxy, pero también deberá estar muy pendiente de lo que pase este miércoles cuando los Quakes y el Galaxy se enfrenten en la jornada 2 de su grupo. Habrá que estar al pendiente, ¿no?, de quién saca los 3 puntos, en caso de que empaten, quién se lleva el punto extra, y independientemente de eso, con el punto que sumó el Guadalajara luego de empatar en la primera fecha contra los Quakes, un triunfo contra el Galaxy prácticamente le estaría asegurando el estar en la siguiente ronda. Evidentemente que esperamos que Chivas pueda ganar para que lo pueda hacer en el primer lugar de su grupo. Y ya lo saben, chivermanos, si les gustó este video, pónganle like y suscríbanse a todos los canales oficiales de las Chivas Rayadas del Guadalajara, @Chivas en Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, en Discord, en Telegram, en WhatsApp. Estamos en todos lados. Mi nombre es Javier Quesada y les mando un saludo.
It's win-win, basically, my friends. A
No,
tie.
yeah.
Yeah, we got to go for the 3 points. ¿Cómo la ves? ¿Cómo la ves, Gaby? Are we going to be able to do it? What's going to happen there?
I think we can. I think we can. I think we should stay very alert of what's going on today between San Jose and Galaxy, because that's going to be like very important for our future aspirations. Remember, Earthquakes has currently 2 points, and Galaxy is going to be the first game between in the group stage. So today's result between San Jose and Galaxy is going to be like super important for us, and we should be like in the lookout. I mean, I don't want to say confident. I mean, we try never to be in that state of mind, but we told the audience, and we were like very aware of San Jose's situation currently in the MLS, and that they were not doing very well, and that Chivas came from a win against Mazatlan, and we were like very hyped about what was going on. The stadium was incredibly packed of Chiva Hermanos. There was a record attendance at Levi's Stadium for a game of Leagues Cup. So everything was like set for Chivas to have like everything in their favor. Unfortunately, it didn't happen that way. So right now, what we have to do is think about winning against Galaxy, and hopefully San Jose don't snatch the win today, so we can stay on top of the group. If we win against Galaxy next Sunday, we will be on top of the group, and we can be qualified immediately. So I think right now, if we had that win against San Jose, it would be easier right now to like think about the possibilities. But right now, we have to win one way or another.
Yeah, we gotta win. We gotta win at least in PKs. Better not to risk it, because many times PKs is a matter of luck. So we gotta win in the 90 minutes. I think there's gonna be plenty of Chivas in the stadium. One of the things that I mainly noticed the other day was that Levi Stadium, a pretty big stadium, was packed of Chivas. And when Piojo scored the goal, the stadium went down. So I'm hoping that it's gonna kind of be the same this upcoming Sunday against LA Galaxy, and hopefully we manage to present a version closer to the one that we presented in the second half the other day than the one that we presented in the first half. I feel that in the second half, when we started to get some rhythm, some collective rhythm, I think that San Jose they instinctively went. They stepped down a bit. They stepped back a few meters, and Chivas, we created spaces. We managed to take them close to their goal. So hopefully we have more of what we saw the second half the other day than the first half.
And I think I'm sorry, Robert. I think at the beginning of the match, it was like very same energy from both teams. But unfortunately, San Jose scored very early on, and that set the mood of the game. Unfortunately for them, like they went in like very motivated. I don't know if maybe they thought of themselves as the underdogs, or I don't know, because in a way, Chivas was at home. It was incredibly packed of Chiva Hermanos. It was loud. It was incredible atmosphere at Levi's Stadium, which we're going to share with you. Fun and annoying fact a little bit later. But I think they like set the tone of the game with that very early goal. and ours came like way later, fortunately, and what it led to the PK shootout. But I think it was like very equal in circumstances at times. Unfortunately, they went up very early on, and that like it was like bleh for Chivas.
Yeah, it was an early goal. The early goal really probably moved them. Les movió el tapete.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It was hard for them to come back from it. But as Gago has said, and as we have discussed in private, you're a professional footballer, and you have to be there at all times. And the truth is, we could see with the changes what was going on.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be talk about particular players, but it's true. We need to take that. Sometimes it kind of seemed like at first part, it was like we weren't in sync first. Like we weren't taking the game seriously, And I would hate to think that's what was happening. But in truth, San Jose played one of their best matches ever. Yes. And because the truth is, their how can I say, their contras, their crossings were so fast. They caught us off guard, completely.
And it's funny because I had the opportunity to make a deep dive on San Jose for a video that's available on YouTube, by the way. Nice. And I was like doing my research and whatnot, and it came up to like they're not in the greatest shape right now. They just switched general managers, and they're like not in the best situation currently in the league. However, they have one of the best midfielders in the entire league. And you could see, if you can highlight one specific player from the San Jose Earthquakes, Cristian Espinosa, and it was like, oh my goodness, like what is going on? And he set the entire tone of the team going forward. So that, I think, I truly think Gago had that in mind, but it was like, it became overwhelming very early on in the game.
Yes, and again, I don't know what you think, Alfredo, but it was just the goal, because after that they were able to control San Jose.
Yeah, we got into a mood where, I think that we managed to control in the first half. Then in the second half, move the opponent a little bit more. The goal at the end of the day, the Piojo Alvarado's goal. It's a display by Chivas where we end up naturally having one free man, which was Alvarado. Everyone else was taken, but we managed to play the box in order to wait from the diagonal cross from the left. We managed to play the box in a way that Piojo appeared from behind, and it's curious that it's Piojo because he's our most dangerous player and shouldn't be he the one that's the most covered, but the display, the collective display by Chivas was so good that we managed to get him free and get him to finish that play by himself and place it to the top angle. So that was pretty good to see,
Yes, it was providential almost.
Yeah.
It was like the finger of God there, because it was the last minute. I think we were all pretty sad. And even after that, we could have tried for another one. Another shot there, another goal. Piojo, everybody is, like I said, everybody needs to be focused on the objective. If we really want this Leagues Cup, we can take it. We have the team.
That'll be a huge boost. If we come back home with the Leagues Cup, that would be a big boost for everyone, for the fan base, for the connection between the team and the fans.
Oh, and my God, it will be like a second time in a row. Like that cannot happen. That cannot happen.
Yes, of course. That's
and if, God forbid, knock on wood, if that happens, remember that we are still on a break from Liga MX. So it's going to be like last year, hopefully not, but it's going to be like last year that we missed rhythm. It was like 3 more weeks of like, so let's just help, like Piojo said, let's turn the page. And we have words from Greg Vanney, coach of Galaxy. Let's go.
Check it out.
Yeah, I mean, they're training here, so we saw Cheech and Daniel Guerre before they went out for training, and here it was good to see them. You know, he's a competitor. I mean, that's the one thing with Cheech that you get always is he's a super competitive guy. He understands the game within the game, and I'm sure he's going to be super motivated to come here and perform well and to again score goals against us. It's our job to try to prevent that from happening, obviously, and but I imagine he's going to be motivated. I mean, he sat out the last game. I noticed that he's managing a little bit of an injury issue, but at the same time, I'm sure his motivation will be high to be in this game and to try to execute. It'll be our job on when we play them to try to control and manage him because like I said, he's a competitor, he's a fighter, and he'll try to solve the problems and find the areas in the box that he feels that he can put things away on us, and we're going to have to deal with it. Yeah, I think. I think it's great. Look, any game that you play where I think the environment is going to be, the stands will be full. There's going to be a ton of energy, regardless of what team it's for. It's gonna create an emotion in the stadium that's going to make the game feel probably a little bigger than the very moment itself. But maybe the game is going to be huge. If both teams come into that game and need to get something out of that game, it becomes a real live knockout game in front of a full stadium and an emotional crowd. And I think those are moments, I think, and I've talked about it through the course of the season. Miami was the first one we had this year. Then there's the LAFC games, the Rose Bowl game, the others where there's only so many times in a season where you can really replicate those high emotional, like, playoff type feel games, and this might be another opportunity for something like that to put our guys into and in front of and see how the group responds. So we're looking forward to it. Again, the energy in the stadium I think is going to be amazing, and we're excited that just wherever the fans are from, that there's going to be a great buzz and energy, and we know our fans will show up too and give us their support as we approach trying to get the win and move on to the next round in that one.
Interesting. So it's Greg Vanney, the LA Galaxy coach, and he was pretty much he was speaking, of course, about the Chivas game and about Javier Hernandez, who played in LA Galaxy. But remember that these guys are playing tonight against San Jose Earthquakes, so they still gotta make their debut. And what do you guys take from what Coach Vanney said?
I think I don't know what you think, Abby, but I think he's playing it cautious. He knows what Chivas has. I think he was surprised about the result against San Jose.
Mm-hmm.
And his words he doesn't say it outright, but I think he was a little surprised that Chivas hadn't come away with the win. But we'd been discussing off camera that he had been surprised about how San Jose had been doing poorly, and then they just came back, right, Gabby?
I think he was anticipating a win from Chivas, from every single angle, like inside the field, in the stand. Like, he made it very clear that he is expecting a very colorful, packed, amazing atmosphere, and all the fans that are going to show up, and that could play against them in a way, like in the same way as it could have been at Levi's, being full of Chiva hermanos. But he's very cautious. I like the fact that he highlights, and he knows who Javier Hernandez is, right? So he knows exactly what he can bring to the table. Remember, Javier didn't play against San Jose, but he is going to be hopefully eligible to play for Chivas against Galaxy, so he's going to be in better shape. And he knows exactly how Javier is, what he can bring to the game, and that leadership, right, that Javier has, not only for Chivas but overall. Like, he's a figure por la Liga MX, and they are very much aware of that. So it's not going to be easy. Again, like if we had like the options, like, okay, this is San Jose and this is Galaxy, like we probably thought that we had the win against Earthquakes and that would probably be a little bit more difficult against Galaxy. But now it's like completely the opposite. Like we had the opportunity with Earthquakes and we didn't get it. Like we had like 1 point out of 2 or 3 even, and now we have to win against Galaxy, and Galaxy knows that. So it's just like a completely different narrative for both teams, I think, because we thought we had the game against Earthquakes and they thought that Chivas was going to be, you know what I mean? So it's going to be an interesting situation for both teams. And I insist, if you have the chance to watch today, Earthquakes against Galaxy is going to be crucial.
Right. And remember that the Leagues Cup is on Apple TV. So you just get your Apple TV and you can watch every Leagues Cup game, not only Chivas. There's plenty of activity going on. And also like to say hello to a lot of people in the comment section who is saluting us. Ernesto Ches, Víctor Ayala Pérez, Misael Luna, Jared Juárez, Luis Paulins, hello AM, Jared Juárez, Astral, Vanessa, Curtis Williams, Mateo, Pedro Garcia. So hello to everyone. Enrique Piñas, Jose, Michael Garcia already said, Ivan. Hello to everyone who's watching us. A lot of new faces, a lot of people who have been since, let's say, if not day 1, day 2. Irene, who says that, who has a strong faith on Javier Hernandez having a good semester. So hello to everyone. Marisol Mercado Parra. Hello to everyone who's watching us. Thank you for interacting with us, for following the team, for following We Go You, and very, very, very pleased for your salutations and for your support.
Don't forget, my friends, that you could participate with us if you send a message via WhatsApp. Si quieren platicar, come talk to us. Here's the number. You got it. What does it say? 521-332-6607-241. 1-332-6607-241. Come talk to us in Spanglish if you like.
No, I was noticing the Galaxy Chivas match is gonna be a great atmosphere because the stadium is not that big, but it's gonna be packed. You know, like Levi Stadium was almost packed with Chivermanos the other day, which is a lot bigger. Now this one's gonna be an exciting atmosphere for the guys on Sunday.
And again, I mean, and this is, again, if I can make like just a little side note, if someone was still doubting of the powerhouse that Chivas is in the USA, you just have to look back at that game at Levi's Stadium. It was completely packed of Chiva Hermanos. And remember, Levi's Stadium has a capacity of over 70K something fans. And it was somewhere up there. It was, we broke record of assistance, like in one Leagues Cup match. It was, I think it was 80% Chiva Hermanos. And I think it's going to be exactly the same thing in LA. So not for nothing, California has like the highest concentration of paisanos over there. So, and I assume of Chiva Hermanos. So it's going to be incredible again and super packed of Chiva Hermanos.
No, Marisol Mercado Parra says that she is a security at Dignity Health, where Chivas will be playing this Sunday and will be practicing, and she's actually attending the practice. So she's super hyped and she's super excited to be watching the guys practice live.
Oh, I'm jealous. Look at that! Just sucks that we cannot get autographs and pictures because we have.
Oh, but I'd rather watch them practice live. You know.
Marisol, how cool!
Wow. That's great. Congrats.
Yeah, congrats.
Yeah, if you get a signature, you could probably ask, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but they have to be pros. It's true.
We are a friend club. That's true.
Yeah, if she's working, I think she can.
Protocol above everything else.
Yep. No nos queremos meter en problemas.
Right.
That's right. So, ¿cómo vamos a quedar, guys? What's the score? Come on, put your money where your mouth is.
Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Okay, I think it's going to be a 1-0 for Chivas.
1-0.
We're going to
1-0.
have 3 points like right away in the 90 minutes. No PKs, no nothing.
Right.
Go
Yeah,
to
I'm gonna give it a 2-0 for Chivas, just because I think that we had some really good playing minutes the other day. The team has generally been playing very decent football since the beginning of the league, so it's gonna be a 2-0 for Chivas. Everything's gonna be good. Everything's gonna play all right, so we're going through for sure.
I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna go big mouth today. 3-0.
Wow.
3-0. I know. But we gotta think big, my friends. I keep doing this like I'm always afraid. I don't want to say we're gonna win. We gotta think big, and we throw those positive vibes at them. They're gonna, come back with something digno, por favor. Really, the other day was a little scary. The first half, second half had me on the edge of my seat.
Production says it's gonna be a 2-1 for Chivas.
Have you guys seen the new meme from the Sentimientos? Have you ever seen that movie about emotions, right? Y el nuevo emoción es Chivas.
From Inside Out, the movie Inside Out.
I'll send you guys the meme later, man. It's hilarious.
So fun.
One of them is Chivas. So.
No.
¿Qué nos toca? We got a lot to talk about. We're celebrating, my friends, here in Guadalajara.
Yesterday.
El recinto cerrado. 14.
14. It's a pubescent.
No, it is. Imagine how.
Oh, no. We are the manteles largas with the Akron. Manteles largos. What is your favorite moment at the Akron, my friends? Tell me. What was your favorite moment? And don't say the one we went to the final and we lost, please.
No, my favorite moment was when I was at the stadium when Chivas Femenil won the second league title. That Blanca Felix stopped the penalty kick, and I was there. It was fantastic.
She's just great, man, Blanca. She just keeps giving us beautiful, beautiful moments. ¿Y Gaby, tuyo?
Okay, so as I mentioned before, I don't have that much of experience in Estadio Akron necessarily. I went more to Estadio Jalisco when that was our home, which is still our home anyway. But in Estadio Akron, okay, you told me not to mention the final, which is kind of traumatic, but it was like magical anyway.
I'm just kidding.
I also went to a final of Femenil, I think when we lost to Tigres. It was in Estadio Akron. I don't remember if it was Clausura 2022, 21. I don't remember. But I was there. And the latest one is when I went to Campeonas Tour on that game against Barcelona Femenil. It was incredible. I mean, the result was not what we were expecting, but it was so fun and it was amazing to watch Chivas Femenil play against Barcelona. So yeah, those are like my favorite moments in Estadio Akron, which for me is the prettiest stadium in all Mexico, maybe Latin America, I don't know, and Mundialista.
Mundialista, super functional.
Coming up, 2026.
It's super functional. I love the fact that you could go to the restroom really fast, or that you could get whatever service you want. It's so how can I say, it's so large inside. It echoes. It has so much beauty. It's a magnificent piece of architecture, for one.
Yes.
And for two, it's actually a breathing. It's alive,
It is. It is amazing. It's just on the edge of the city of Guadalajara and the forest that's on the west.
La primavera.
You feel the fresh air. It's a beautiful stadium. You don't get desperate or anything because you have see that space between the grass of the wall and then the roof, that little ring of air that comes in. That's fantastic. Also, if you would like to speak more about all the sustainability aspects surrounding the stadium, for example, the grass surrounding it, it's to absorb light and to use that as a renewable resource. There's a lot of aspects that makes it so environmentally friendly, that, and which speaks about the team's commitment with, of course, with the environment. But it's the most modern stadium in Latin America, and it's so environmentally friendly. I just love that stadium.
And Alfredo, you prepared a video
Yeah, man.
about Estadio Akron. So let's watch it.
Let's go.
It going? Today we are celebrating a very special anniversary because our house, Estadio Akron, was inaugurated on a day like today, 14 years ago, when Alex Ferguson's Man United made a visit to La Perla Tapatía in what was Javier Hernández's last match of his first stage with El Rebaño and his first match with Man United. We are kicking off the countdown as well for the upcoming World Cup. Yes, that's right, the 2026 FIFA World Cup, which will be taking place, as you might already know, in Mexico, the United States, and Canada, and that will be having some matches at Estadio Akron is 680 days away. So we are now in the final sprint towards the 2026 World Cup as La Copa del Mundo returns to Guadalajara. Estadio Jalisco is one of the few stadiums in the world which has hosted 2 World Cups, and now Estadio Akron takes the relay as Guadalajara will host its 3rd World Cup. Furthermore, Guadalajara and Capital Rojiblanca, that's right, Mexico City, will be the first 2 cities which will host a 3rd World Cup. Imagine that, after the 1970 and 1986 editions, which were also held in Mexico. Therefore, we can be very proud of the Rebaño Sagrado legacy of the bit that El Guadalajara has contributed towards football's most important event, towards the World Cup. It's amazing how time flies by, and it's been 14 years of Estadio Akron and a little bit less than 2 years, so that the most modern stadium in Latin America hosts its first World Cup match. Signing off this new edition of We Go to News, I am Alfredo Rodriguez, and as always, arriba las Chivas.
There we go.
Awesome,
man. That was great, Alfredo.
Thank you.
Magnificent.
Thank you. You know, we saw a picture of the greatest, what's considered the greatest save in World Cup history, which is I don't know if you guys are familiar with that Gordon Banks, the England goalkeeper save against Pelé. That was in Guadalajara, actually, at Estadio Jalisco, but that took place in Guadalajara. What's regarded the most important, the most magnificent save in World Cup history took place in La Perla Tapatía. And Robert, did you tell us your favorite moment at the stadium?
My favorite moment.
My
favorite moment. I have so many favorite moments. There's just too many. There's not one in particular. I do think it has to do with the one that has the final against Tigres. That was my favorite. Not just because of all of the things that went on, but because it was a magnificent season.
Mm-hmm.
It was a great season. I don't think we were playing spectacularly during that season. Almeida had got the boys together. They were playing well. They were playing strong. It was magnificent, really. And plus, I got to spend it with my 2 sons.
Yes.
I think that was my favorite part because we had to both see, and then now they're working, so I never see them. But we were able to see that final together, and oof. Outside the stadium, they offered us $1,000 per ticket
Wow.
to go in. Yeah, and I was not tempted. I was not
Good.
tempted because it was incredible. I don't remember much after the game, but it was a blast. Incredible.
Yeah, it must have
And
been.
plus, you and I and we who have been inside the roots and the guts of the stadium, ay Dios, it's like, when you're down in the dressing rooms,
Yes.
when you see the Virgen, no? When you
Yeah.
see
Oh,
the Virgen, where everybody goes and stops for a moment. There's a training area down. There's a spot. There's so many things that most people don't see. Yeah.
Mhm.
And that's what I love about the stadium now, because it's my home away from home. It's been 6-7 years now that we've been working together, and it's really cool. I love it. I get there and I feel the same that I felt the first time I went. I love it. I love the stadium. Mis favorito.
Yeah, and the
Big
trophy
bubble.
room is pretty cool as well. The museum is kind of in the middle of the corridor, but it's pretty spontaneous. It's not huge, but it's so rich, in content, in history.
They're starting to make changes now, I guess, for the World Cup.
Okay.
So when you get here next time, you'll probably see a bit of the changes there. So anyway, before we finish talking about the Estadio Akron and we say happy birthday, where can we watch this match? Against Chivas and our Galaxy.
There we
Alfredo,
go.
where?
Oh, yeah, there we go. So, as I was saying before, League's Cup is on Apple TV. You can also get the MLS Season Pass. So, if you're either in the United States and Mexico, you can just get Apple TV, watch the match, or get the MLS Season Pass in both countries. Then, also the match will be in TUDN in Mexico, as well as in the United States and in the USA. It will also be on the signal of Univision. So if you're in the USA, you have 4 options. You can watch Apple TV, you can watch MLS Season Pass, TUDN, or Univision. Remember, this is Sunday, this upcoming Sunday, a great way to finish off the weekend. And let's hope that we can celebrate a pass, a win and a qualification to the next round.
That's right.
Lo exige nuestra sangre y nuestra historia. We got to win. Come on, man. We got to win. I'm saying 3-0. I'm not backing down from that one, my friends.
We gotta win.
3-0. 3-0. Hey, Gabi.
Yes, sir.
Roberto, I think, is trying to connect.
Is trying to connect with us. He
Yeah.
has a mini reporte rojiblanco from the airport of Guadalajara because they are flying to New Jersey as we speak. So, Roberto, are you there?
Chiva hermanos, it's great to see you. We're live at Guadalajara International Airport because Chivas Femenil is about to fly to New York because on Friday they have a very important match on Summer Cup. It's very important for Chivas Femenil to win this game against Gotham FC if they want to play the semifinals of the tournament. We have some words from Ruby Soto, so let's listen.
Pues el equipo sigue igual de comprometido. Creo que estamos haciendo un buen torneo. O sea, a pesar de la derrota del primer partido, creo que nos va a ir bien. El segundo partido estuvo pues excelente. La verdad que el triunfo nos vino bien. Y pues vamos a regresar motivadas por el tercer partido. Pues estamos preparadas para lo que venga, ¿no? Para eso entrenamos, para eso estamos en este torneo. Y creo que el equipo, como lo mencionas, está para grandes cosas y ya nos hemos dado cuenta que le podemos competir a cualquiera. Primero agradecerles por el apoyo que nos han brindado desde el día 1 y espero que así sigan siempre. Saludos.
So there you have it, Chiva hermanos. Those are the words of Ruby Soto, Chivas Femenil winger. And don't forget, this Friday, August the 2nd, Chivas Femenil faces Gotham FC in a key match for their aspirations in the Summer Cup 2024. My name is Roberto Garcia, and it's a pleasure to salute you from Guadalajara International Airport.
There you go.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Roberto Garcia from the airport of Guadalajara. So from the mouth of La Patrona herself, we've been doing good. That win against Chicago Red Stars was incredible. We deserved it. We worked for it, and we can compete against anyone. What do you guys think?
I agree completely with you, and I've seen it, and we know it. The preparation of the female teams in the United States is different. We know that it's a big difference, no? But I think that the heart of our team, especially our younger kids, Dana, mixed in with our veterans. But like you said, I'm really scared of this game a little bit. Gotham, I was reading into it a little bit when you just mentioned it to me. I don't know, Gabi. Me da miedo, but that's what we need, We need to play against teams like this.
Yes, and okay, I just want to again a little side note here because before we go into what we can expect, I'm sorry, about playing against Gotham FC. Like, remember these kind of games? Production, please, don't make me laugh. What are we looking for in these kind of tournaments, which is, by the way, the first official tournament of Liga MX Femenil against the National Women's Soccer League? So that by itself is huge. Remember, National Women's Soccer League is one of the greatest leagues in the entire world. So regardless of the results or the scores, I mean, of course, we want to see our teams win every single time. But this is like incredibly helpful for our league, for our players, like Robert was saying, like for our youth players, for our more experienced players, for our veteran players, like for every single element inside, not only Chivas Femenil, again, from all the entire Liga MX Femenil. So again, if we go back and we see what they did against Washington Spirit, which is, the first match, there was a lot of traveling involved all the way to Philadelphia. It was like stressful, a lot of nerves maybe. And I mean, we could have tied that game right at the end. Remember that play from Dana Sandoval. So that was that. We lost that game. But then coming to, they traveled to Chicago. They had a little bit of time to enjoy themselves in the city, go shopping a little bit. So that naturally gave them like that mental space to prepare themselves. They know they've been doing all the work of training and mentally and physically and everything that is required to face this kind of matches and this kind of teams. We talked about this. I remember in Not the Chivas, we are facing the top 7. Gotham is, I believe, no, Chicago is in 3rd place. Washington is in 7th, something like that. Like, it's top 10 teams right now in the National Women's Soccer League. So it's not going to be easy, but we already passed the test against Chicago Stars, and we saw a very well produced well-produced team against Chicago. So I think better things are coming. Again, the toughest test is going to be against Gotham FC. Of course, they are the current champions of the National Women's Soccer League, and it's not going to be easy. Remember that they also have a bunch of players right now playing at the Olympics, so that could play a little bit in our favor. So let's just see and hope, as Ruby said, that they have all the elements. They're prepared and they are mentally there to win and to compete against any team in the National Women's Soccer League.
Yeah.
Gracias. Yeah. I agree with you completely.
You know what I've noticed?
Production just sent us the top 7. Check that out, Gabi. And we played against 3 of them. No,
yes, exactly. Washington number 3, Gotham is number 4, and Chicago is number 7. Yes, yeah, exactly. So that by itself, remember that they have a lot of more teams, but being in the top 7, that's a lot. And again, don't miss that Gotham FC is the current champions of the National Women's Soccer League. So yeah,
I'm excited about the match.
It's gonna be a good one. You know what I've noticed in, like, let's say, following the team on social media and all the Chivas Femenil platforms, because we briefly mentioned that I think that at the beginning of the show, that it's the first, let's say, official international tournament for Chivas Femenil, which means that it's the first time that this group of girls actually have a long concentration together, because this is not like traveling for an away match of Liga MX that you travel the day before the match and you come back the day after. There are short trips. This is a long concentration, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, that they are spending together, and it's the first time that this happens amongst the team, and I'm very glad to see how they relate to themselves, how they convivio, the way that they
get along.
Yeah, they're becoming like a small family, because they are actually by themselves together. So they have each other, and they're abroad, they're away from home, they're away from their families, and for a lot of them, it's the first time that they actually live for so long. So it's good to see this. I think it presents a new, let's say, a new face to this group. A face that we probably hadn't seen before. So I'm curious to see what effect this has.
And that could be something that they can build on.
Yes.
Let's listen to, and this is for all the Blanca Felix believers out there, Curtis. ¿Qué dijo Blanca Felix? What did she say after the win against Chicago?
And now we welcome into the broadcast the winning goalkeeper, Blanca Felix. Congratulations on the victory. What was the biggest challenge about facing this Chicago side?
Bienvenida, hiciste 5 atajadas claves y pues bueno, fue determinante. ¿Cuál fue la parte más importante, más difícil del partido?
Bueno, primero que nada contenta por el resultado. Creo que el equipo trabajó muy bien, desde las que atacan hasta las que defendemos. Me siento tranquila por poder aportar mi granito de arena al grupo y poder sacar un resultado importante contra un gran rival. Entonces es un equipo bastante bueno en lo individual, en lo colectivo. Fue un partido muy duro, pero bueno, feliz por el resultado.
Yeah, we're happy for the win. The team worked perfectly defensively in offense, so it was a great opposing team we had in front of us. So that's the best part, that we worked perfectly, and the win it's well deserved.
Really felt like you were super confident seeing the ball tonight. Just speak about what a result like this for yourself and also for the team does for the confidence of the group heading into the third game of group play.
Sí, ¿cómo desde tu posición le das esta seguridad al equipo de cara a lo que va a ser el tercer juego donde se van a jugar la vida?
Sí, bueno, es importante darles esa confianza, esa seguridad de que pueden confiar en la que esté atrás. Obviamente trabajo y doy todo de mí para conseguir eso, y actuaciones como estas pues me dan confianza no solo a mí sino al grupo, y bueno, tenemos otro gran reto como es el próximo partido, y bueno, a trabajar, celebrar hoy y el día de mañana empezar a trabajarlo.
So yeah, it's very important, not just for myself, but also for the team, just to have this confidence that if someone fails to do their job, anyone else can support that. And well, we have to celebrate today, but tomorrow we have to start working for the third game, and we have to focus on that.
All right, Blanca, thank you so much. Congratulations on the win, and best of luck in your upcoming match against Gotham.
Felicidades y pues bueno, mucha suerte en el siguiente partido.
Muchas gracias, saludos, gracias.
Look at Roberto translating for CBS. Wow.
I really like that Blanca Felix black sweater. I'm totally in love with that sweater.
That's the jersey, right? That's the jersey that she's wearing right now. That black one.
It's
it's nice, man. The ones for ladies then for this season are quite beautiful. And they're making them for men as well. Producción.
Finally.
Producción. I really like Javier's jacket as well.
Yeah, the new jackets are amazing.
That was nice, man. I loved it. It has that old G, right? The old G in there. So, my friends, where can we watch this match where we're all going to be biting off our finger and toenails? Gaby, ¿dónde lo vamos a poder ver?
Okay, so this is match 3, game 3 from Summer Cup. Gotham FC against Chivas Femenil this Friday, August the 2nd. And in Mexico, you can watch through ESPN and I think Disney Plus, I believe. In the United States, you can watch through Golazo CBS, Paramount Plus, and the National Women's Soccer League Network. And stay tuned because this is going to be a very important match for Chivas Femenil if they want to go forward to the semifinals of summer.
What's the score? Come on.
The score.
Don't be shy.
Oh my goodness. So I'm going to play it safe. I'm going with a 2-1. We're getting that win. I mean, I don't think Gotham is going to go without scoring, honestly, but I think we can get that win. I think Blanca is going to be like, again, on beast mode, and it's going to be amazing.
Okay, I like it. I'm not going to go that far. I'm going to say 1-0.
1-0?
1-0.
Yeah, I'm scared.
Blanca is going with a clean sheet.
Oh, yes.
Of course.
Definitely. That's where I have most confidence in our feminine right now and in our varonil. Well, except
I agree with 1-0.
Oh my God. Okay.
But you know best, Gabby.
You do.
You know best.
I try. I do my research, and
You're more analytical than we are.
Of course, I'm always rooting for my girls, and I just wish them the best. They are right now traveling to New Jersey, so the best of luck for them. And remember, everybody, this Friday, August 2nd, Gotham City against Chivas Femenil.
That's right. Be there and be square. And that, my friends, con eso terminamos. That's it for today. For this evening. Thanks once again. Sorry, last week I posted that we were going to be live.
Me too.
So sorry, I was really excited. I thought we were going to do that, but we had technical problems. It wasn't on purpose. All right, we will try to let you guys know in the future. We love you. Gracias, everybody out there in the Chivaverse. We're going to come with 2 wins. 2 wins. All right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I know vemos, chicos.
See you next week.
See you next week.
Have a good one.
Arriba las Chivas.
Remember, the girls on Friday, the